Is the Cocaine Bear movie based on a true story? If so, when and where did the real story take place? How much cocaine did the bear eat? Did the bear kill anyone while on cocaine? If you want to know the answers to these questions and many more, make sure to stay tuned until the end of the video. If you've seen the movie or perhaps even the trailer, you can figure out the general plot of the film. Without spoiling too much, a bear ingests a bunch of cocaine and then goes on a killing spree. A lot of the scenes in the movie seem far-fetched, but did they actually happen? The real story of the Cocaine Bear begins with a drug smuggler by the name of Andrew Thornton. Thornton used to be a law enforcement officer in Kentucky, and he even served in the military as a pilot and paratrooper. But then he started working for a drug smuggling ring, called The Company. The Company was a group of pilots and parachuters that brought drugs into the United States from South America. On the night of September 11 in 1985, Andrew Thornton and his partner were on a drug trafficking mission from Colombia to the United States. During their flight to the drop-off point, they abandoned the airplane. There are many theories as to why they decided to abandon the aircraft. Some say it is because they were being tracked by the authorities, while others say that the load was too heavy and the aircraft was experiencing issues. Regardless, the drug runners put the plane on autopilot and strapped as many drugs as possible to themselves as they leaped out of the plane with parachutes. The remaining 40 bags of cocaine were put in a duffel bag and thrown out of the plane with the plan to go back and look for them another time. The plane ended up crashing into the mountains of North Carolina, but unfortunately things didn't go to plan for Andrew. He was found dead in the yard of a home in Knoxville, Tennessee because his parachute failed to open. His body was found armed with knives and guns along with 77 pounds of cocaine on his person. There was only one problem: 75 pounds of cocaine worth over $15 million was missing, and investigators didn't know where to look. As it would later turn out, the duffel bag of cocaine landed in the mountains of Fannin County in Georgia. Now this is where the bear enters the story. The real Cocaine Bear was an American female black bear. This bear was only 3 years old, standing at 5 feet tall and weighing 175 pounds. Law enforcement officers found this black bear, dead and decomposing, next to the 40 opened packets of cocaine on December 22 in 1985. It was determined the bear had died weeks prior. An autopsy was conducted by the chief medical examiner and he found that the stomach was packed to the brim with cocaine. When the investigators found the bear, there was hardly any cocaine left in the bags. There is no way the bear ate 75 pounds of cocaine, because it likely overdosed after eating a few pounds of it. The majority of the cocaine was probably absorbed into the soil thanks to precipitation, or perhaps other animals got to it as well. Could you imagine a cocaine squirrel movie? As for what had happened with the bear after it had consumed the cocaine, it definitely didn't go on a killing spree. The more likely scenario is that it kept on eating cocaine and then died within minutes of overdosing. The true story is a lot more tragic than the movie, with the bear being the victim rather than the killer. The bear was later nicknamed Pablo Escobar, after the most infamous drug dealer ever, Pablo Escobar. It was then sent to a taxidermist and is now on display in Lexington, Kentucky's Fun Mall, for the whole world to see. So in summary, the movie was nothing more than a work of fiction loosely based on real events. In fact, a screenwriter even came out and said that the movie was about what might have happened if the actual bear didn't die from an overdose of cocaine and became addicted. The writers let their imaginations run wild with this idea, leading to the birth of this comedic thriller. In terms of our question, the Cocaine Bear movie is partially based on a true story but can be considered a work of fiction. I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the wonders of the animal kingdom. If you did, I would appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I worked hard on researching, writing, and editing for this video, and that would go a long way in supporting me. Thank you.